So who is Kath?
Who is Kath? Well gosh, I'm nearly 45 now, and I've been working in the movement industry for well over 20 years. Started off with sports science, a degree in sports science, then travelled overseas for a long time, came back and felt like I needed to do a bit more study and found the Pilates method. So found it for my husband, who had had a sore back for a long time, disc issue, and then walked into a studio and realised there was a whole lot of equipment that looked pretty special. So I then explored doing instructor training, and it just kept rolling from there. So from there, did the course, became an instructor, became a studio manager, became a faculty educator. So it hasn't really stopped from there.
Okay. In terms of your role with National Pilates Training, so faculty educating and assessing, what do you love about that? What do you think it adds to your week?
Faculty educating is just about imparting knowledge onto the next generation and the next lot of Pilates instructors. So I love the method, I love what it does to people's bodies, and I think it should be out there a lot more and taught really well. So for me, it's about making sure there is the comprehensive courses so that people can really understand all the concepts and principles of the Pilates method, because that for me is what makes it different to a lot of the other movement modalities out there. So we take exercises and movements from other industries, but it's the concepts and principles of the Pilates method that really separates it and makes it special and allows us to make lots of changes on people's bodies in terms of changing motor control, which then allows us to change posture, to change movement patterns, which then assists those with conditions and injuries. It might help elite athletes try and change their technique. Just the general person then be able to move better for life and live and enjoy life a lot better as well.
Okay, when you talk about the comprehensive training, can you help us there? For you, what makes up a comprehensive Pilates teacher training course? You obviously employ Pilates instructors. So for you, what are the ingredients that you think they need in order to be able to be employed? What skills are you looking for in your teachers when they go to apply to you for a job?
To be a Pilates instructor, you have to be very well-rounded. So there's, for me, a lot of skills that you need. You definitely need to be a people person, which is very hard to teach. And so hopefully the course is obviously attracting those that are really passionate about the method, because if you're passionate about the method, then you'll be passionate about passing on the knowledge and the information to clients. Our comprehensive course then allows those passionate people to start at the very start and to go through all the concepts and principles of the Pilates method and apply that to a really extensive amount of repertoire. So we're looking at mat work from a basic to intermediate level, as well as the Cadillac and the Wonder Chair and the Reformer, but we also have barrels as well. So there's a really big tool case of exercises that instructors can draw from. And then the fact that they live the course for an extended period of time also means that they get to really live the work on their own bodies as well, because if you don't understand the work on your own body, it's really hard to be able to then teach that to other people. All our staff are so passionate about the method that they all continue to do self-mastery sessions on their body every week without fail. It's one of our guidelines as a staff member, but I don't have to talk to them about that. They just do it because they love it. And so for me, that together, the education, the passion, and then the understanding on one's own body, just then embodies being able to be a Pilates instructor and make someone passionate and employable and be able to impart the Pilates method onto others.
In the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see the industry going?
The next 3 to 5 years for the Pilates industry could be interesting. So the health funds are not recognising it underneath they're not recognising any complementary medicines and therapies anymore. I don't know that that's a bad thing for the Pilates industry. I think that we've always held our ground anyway. The majority of our clients are are not necessarily worried whether they can or can't claim with the health funds. They really are at our studios because they understand the benefits of the Pilates method and what that gives them. So I really can't see the health funds having too much of an effect on the industry. I think it'll also make sure that instructors out there and businesses out there are really strong in teaching the Pilates method, because if you're not strong, then you're not going to survive, because people aren't going to be coming to you because they can claim. They're coming to you because they understand the benefit of the work. So I think that it's only going to continue to build because there'll be strong instructors out there.
When you say if we talk about the success of your business, so Align for Life Moonee Ponds, what do you think, what advice would you give for small business owners wanting to set up a Pilates studio? Are there any tips that give us an insight into how that studio for you is still thriving, still growing? What do you think you do in your week that's kept that momentum and that growth?
I love teaching out at Moonee Ponds. It's a really special studio and it's been going for a long time. So it's Katrina's original studio, and we still have quite a lot of clients that have been with us from the get-go. So I think to build a reputable business, you need a really good, strong foundation and understanding, obviously, of the Pilates method. And then again, you need to be a people person. You need to be able to relate and build rapport. So if you have a good working relationship with people, they'll want to keep on coming back because they feel like they're getting benefits from you. They trust you, and when they trust you, then they're ready to give themselves over to you for you to be able to then do the work with them. So it very much is a people-orientated and a relationship-orientated business, and that's what we continue to be. So it's the staff that I have with me now. They teach because they love teaching. They teach because they love imparting that information onto their clients, and it's a really healthy environment in the studio. It's positive. It's all about positive movement experiences so that people walk out feeling better than when they came in, and they feel like they're reaching their goals and achieving something every time they come into the studio.
If you had an opportunity to change the world, if you think about the health sector, how would you do that? What changes would you make?
In terms of changing the health sector, I do think it needs to start in the younger generation up. So I think we need to educate those that are in primary school now. I do feel like the adults are potentially letting them down, and potentially family members are letting them down and are not teaching them habits, healthy habits. So healthy habits for exercise, healthy habits for eating. It's a really difficult thing. The schools are already overloaded in what they need to teach the children in terms of education, maths and English and so forth, but I do think that we need to work out how to impart stronger and healthier habits in the kids, and then hopefully once they have that knowledge, they'll pass it on to their children and their children and their children. And so I think we need to start with the younger generation now.
Okay, to finish off, the word Pilates, can you come up with 3 of your favourite words that describe each capital letter? P.
Pilates. Passion. I.
3 for P.
Oh.
3. So your
3
first
for
one.
each one.
3.
Oh.
After passion, another P.
Oh God, now you're going to stop me. P. Passion. People. Playful.
I.
Incredible. Inventive. Invigorating.
L.
I'm not good at word games, am I?
There you are. So far, really good. L.
How? Lift. Long. Legs.
A.
Achievement. Alignment. Amazing.
T. Think a Pilates exercise, T?
T. Teaser. Toes.
T.
Tabletop.
E.
Elongating. Energizing. Everybody.
S.
Skeletal. Stimulating. You're not a snake.
Could be. Thanks, Kath.